Okay, so what you guys are about to hear is something I did a while back ago. It was just something when I knew that Heroes was pretty much going downhill really, really fast before the show got canceled. And when I heard that it did get canceled, I figured it was a good opportunity to post this video up, but I just didn't have the time and stuff like that. So just to kind of give you guys an idea that I do care about a lot of different shows, but Heroes really was something that I was so passionate about when it started off, and I kept watching it towards the end of the series. And, I had faith in it, but at the same time, after season 3, the show really started to get bad. So yeah, basically, these are some of the main problems that I noticed in Heroes while it was still running. So yeah, I hope you enjoy my little rant here.
Heroes, I'm sorry, but from one of your own fans, this had to be done. It's for your own good. These are the reasons that separates the good of season 1 from the bad that is the rest of the series. Number 1. There's no more opening narrations. True, they were never crucial to the episodes, but they still gave the viewers a sense that this show was something larger than life. Number 2. The music. The music in season 1 was awesome, but now it's either the same track played over and over again, or nothing where music used to be. Heroes also used to have actual songs in the first season, but not anymore. Now it's all the same. Number 3. The camera work. When I watched the first season, there were great scenes of large crane shots that really helped with the moods they were trying to get across. Here, it's all ground level stuff. Once in a while you do get a rooftop scene, but I guarantee you they were probably shot on a sound stage. Number 4. The suspenseful story. Volumes 1 to 3 had a unique way to treat a plot. Have it steadily reveal itself, but not have the viewers ask too many questions. It wasn't until about the third of a season that you realized, oh, so this is the main antagonist. Or, oh, so this is what they have to stop. In Volume 4, there's no mystery. Danko appears. Boom. Heroes are being captured. Boom. Same thing with Volume 5. Samuel appears. Boom. Samuel wants to gather heroes together. Boom. Number 5. No more episodes to the future. I think Tim Kring said the episodes to the future felt like a crutch to the show, but I really disagree. The episodes to the future helped expand these characters and the seasonal story. We had a chance to see not only who these characters could become, but why it was so important that the heroes stop what the seasonal conflict was. You don't have that anymore. Number 6. The writer's strike. This is one you really can't blame on Heroes, because it affected all TV shows. The writer's strike caused Volume 2 Generations to end prematurely and got great characters like Adam Monroe to be shut out just when he's shown his true colors. This also caused the virus plot to not be as threatening as the New York bomb plot. The original plan was for the virus to break out and Maya to use her power to absorb it before it could spread. Instead, Maya's true purpose on the show became totally irrelevant. Number 7. The company is gone along with most of its people. Basically, Angela Petrelli is the only surviving founder and Noah Bennett is one of the few surviving agents. It was said before Volume 5 that there was going to be a new company and it was about helping people, connecting with them, or some hippie crap. First of all, we went through all of Volume 5 without a new company. And secondly, your plan was to turn them into a social network? This isn't therapy or a weight loss group. It's a secret organization that makes the CIA look like it's walking around with a huge neon target on its back. These people have lied, kidnapped, forged documents, even killed. And now you want them to give out hugs and advice? Bullcrap! Number 8. Too many great characters are dead now. Season 1 had quite the body count, but by the end of it, I'd stick around for another season because we had the chance for new characters and a lot of awesome ones were still breathing. But by the time Volume 4 was half done, so many great characters had been killed off and left the main cast members feeling more like an endangered species. Nikki Saunders, Adam Monroe, Arthur Petrelli, Maury Parkman, Meredith Gordon, Flint Gordon, Elle Bishop, Bob Bishop, Knox, Usudu, Daphne Millbrook. Did you really have to kill off all those characters, along with the others that I didn't mention? Number 9. Weakening Powers. Now, originally when watching the show, I was more intrigued by the characters than their respective abilities, but then some characters really started to get less powerful. Exhibit A, Peter Petrelli. Peter's original power was whenever he was near another hero, he could use their ability. But eventually, Peter was able to use any ability he made contact with whenever he wanted to. This virtually made Peter into slowly becoming a godlike being. My only complaint is that for anybody who hasn't seen every episode, they would be left in the dark as to why he can do all that he does. But then Arthur took Peter's abilities away and he got a new one, replicating abilities. Now when he touches someone with powers, he loses the previous one. So pretty much, Peter is Rogue from the X-Men. And tell me that X-Men is not the first comic that comes to mind when you think about heroes. But let's look at a character who didn't have to be turned into what he is now. Exhibit B, Hiro Nakamura, the master of time and space. Hiro could virtually jump anywhere and anyone he wanted to, but then Arthur Petrelli came along and took away his powers. Wow, Arthur was a complete jackass, huh? Eventually, Hiro got teleportation back, but it took a long time before he could control time again. Even when he did, he got nosebleeds and eventually a terminal brain tumor. This meant that everything we loved that Hiro did was not only effort for him, but was killing him faster and faster. It's like fate is intentionally trying to destroy these lovable characters. Oh, sorry, did I say fate? I meant the script. This brings us to number 10, the writing. I think the episode that the writing really went down was Duel. As soon as Arthur died, everything started to turn to chaos. Literally. It didn't help that the show started to fire some of its writers around this time. Volume 4 was supposed to be about the heroes being hunted by the government, but you rarely got a sense of panic from these episodes. Why? Because they were hardly ever running. Most of the episodes, they were just picking a place to take a long breather, an agent poked their head around the corner, and they took off like a bat out of hell. The only Volume 4 episode that I liked was Cold Snap. So would it surprise you that it was written by one of the old writers who only held this episode to his name for Volume 4? And Volume 5 was even worse. The premise of Redemption is about the heroes trying to get back their normal lives while a carnival of super people tries to round them up. Here's a tip for your writers. Normal is boring! It's a show about superpowers. Why would viewers want an entire season devoted to extraordinary people becoming ordinary again? That's like watching Spider-Man 4 and 3/4 of the movie being Peter Parker at a psychiatrist's office. The previous balance of excitement and character development was almost forgotten entirely for the latter. Do you realize how many scenes of Volume 5 is just people sitting down and talking to each other? An action scene is about as seldom as a solar eclipse. And if you watch this show before Volume 4, that phenomenon popped up whenever it felt like it. Even the powers themselves are seen about as half as much as they were in Season 1. And I remind you again, this is a show about superpowers! You want my opinion? Here it is. Heroes is the one that needs saving.